Hello, gorgeous. This is Shannon, one of your favorite makeup artists, coming to you from the Pretty Department. And this is the professional series at the Pretty Department. Today, we're going to talk about working with cast, principal cast and supporting cast, but all cast in general. But before we talk about that, did we talk about you getting my book? If you haven't gotten my book, yeah, I wrote a makeup book. It's called Makeup is Just Colored Dirt. Here it is. That's me when I had hair. So it's available everywhere books are sold. And if you haven't followed me on social media, let's go ahead and do that too. It is the Pretty Department. If you already follow me, it used to be Makeup Thompson and now it's the Pretty Department. Yes, it is. So nothing has changed. Welcome if you're new. And since you're on YouTube, why don't you just subscribe to this channel? It's right there. Click subscribe. I will even reply if you subscribe. And I'm so happy for all the subscribers that I have. But let's go. Let's talk about working with cast. Okay, so you're the makeup artist, and either if you're the department head, if you are the key, if you're the third, if you're an additional, you are working with cast for film and television, all right? Now, working with cast is a delicate situation, but also a fun situation. A lot of times the reason why by coincidence you're called a celebrity makeup artist in the film industry is because if you work in TV and film, there are celebrities that work in TV and film. So now you're working with them. Keep in mind that these are people just like you and me. And if you take all of the hoopla away and remember that they're a person, and some people have good days and some people have bad days and some people have their own quirks, then all of the other things that you may have in your mind will go away. Respect their space, respect their, time and their energy, and they will respect yours. Working with principal cast. So principal cast, if you are working in TV and film and you have a call sheet, are number 1 through 10 on that call sheet. Number 1 is the highest of the totem pole, and number 10 and 30 and so forth and so on are just as important. They're called supporting actors. But 1 through 5 are going to be your principal characters. Up to 10 are going to be your principal characters. How are they principal characters? That means they work a whole lot on that particular project. They are super important to the film. But just because you're a supporting cast does not mean you're not super important to the film or super important to the TV show or the project. It just means you may not be on camera as much as you were before. There are a lot of actors out there that had small roles in films and you were like, oh my God, they were the person that I remembered a little bit more than sometimes the principal character. So just because somebody's a supporting character does not mean that even as the makeup artist that you're not going to give them as much attention or make sure they look as nice or appropriate for the particular film, meaning if they have to do character makeup, that they look just as, they get the same amount of attention as anybody else. But working with the principals, you want to make sure that, one, you have everything that you possibly can have within reason in their actor bag and even creating the makeup so that they feel comfortable. A lot of principals and people just in general like certain makeup brands or have sensitive skin or whatever it is, and you want to make sure that you are respectful of that. Now, this doesn't mean that if they want to have, a higher brand makeup line that you have everything in their kit that is that, if the budget doesn't allow for that. But maybe have 1 or 2 pieces so that they feel comfortable. Or if somebody really does have really, really bad skin issues and they need something specifically because they're a principal and they're going to be working every single day and they're going to be in makeup 12 to 16 hours and sometimes 18 hours. And then they have to go home or go back to their hotel and wash their face off and do it over and over again. Even somebody that has impeccable skin, their skin can get irritated or also agitated from it. So you want to make sure that you have at least a good skincare line or an impeccable skincare line, because great skin makes great camera appearance, all right? Makeup can only do so much. And as I say all the time, especially if somebody has a blemish, I can make the color go away, but I can't make the texture go away. What does that mean? If it's raised, I can't make it not raised unless I pop it or something else happens. But I can make it not look red or green or blue or whatever the color may be at that time period. So working with the principal actors, sometimes you can, I hate this word, but I'm going to use it, cater a little bit more than you were before. And what I mean by catering is make sure that you have maybe a product in their bag or something in their bag that they like on their makeup station that they're comfortable with so they can use it on a regular basis. You want to make sure that you're going in and touching up and that you can work out the things, what I mean by working out the things is that sometimes people like to be touched a whole lot, and sometimes people don't like to be touched a lot. But you want to go in when it's respectful, and also you want to make sure you're by that monitor, or make sure you're in eye shot of them so that they know that you're at work to do work and not to socialize. Now, the supporting cast, you're doing the exact same thing, except you may not have a specific product in their bag, or you may not have a specific thing that they need or that they want. If they're only working 1 day or 2 days or even 10 days, there may be something that you put in there, that they use on a regular basis. If somebody's just working 1 day, then you're not going to have something that's special you bought for them, unless it is somebody that's super important that's doing a cameo or doing a guest appearance for it, and you were told in advance, hey, this person needs this one particular thing, even if it's for 1 day. And majority of the time, the producer will let you know that, so you're not thrown off. Working with the cast is a privilege. Again, we touch that person every single day. We are breaking the fourth wall, meaning that a stranger has met you, and in less than 5 minutes, you're touching them, you're their mirror, and they're trusting you, okay? So you want to make sure that you're by the monitor, make sure that you're having open communication with them. You want to make sure that you're kind and you're considerate and you're respectful. Don't ask questions that you wouldn't ask any other stranger, and don't feel like just because they're in my chair or just because they're in my presence that we're friends, all right? You want to build a relationship if you do build a relationship, but if not, you are at work, and this is work. And just because they may be a celebrity or just because they may be somebody of a lot of clout does not mean that they're any different from you. So you want to respect them, and you want to also respect the process as well. So working with the cast, regardless if they're principal or supporting, is amazing, but it's also something that is delicate and respected. I love what I do for a living, and I get a chance to work in make-believe, and those make-believe characters are the cast and crew.